Hello everyone, good morning. Today we'll discuss about one of the interesting topic in system design and architecture, or rather more discussed topic in system design, that is nothing but a scalability. So when we say about a scalability of an application, how does it scale, what are the different ways of scaling it, everything. So before that, to get into that, let's understand what is scaling. Assume that you built a simple one of the software or a website, like kind of a shopping cart or anything you want to sell. You just built a one of the software where number of users is going to come into your system and buy some products from your application. Like assume that you built a simple Amazon or Flipkart kind of a system. Initial stage, when you market it everything, so it's maybe you might have 10 users, 50 users, or 100 users, so that your system or your application is good enough to handle those requests at initial stage. But once you become a more popular, or your application becomes like more popular amongst the users, and everybody wants to access your application or use your application or buy from your application, so there will be a lot of more requests, like you will have hundreds of a requests or thousands of a requests or millions of a requests coming into your system. So at that point of a time, is your system will be able to handle those kind of a request or not? That is nothing but a scalability. So how do you make sure that your system able to handle those kind of a request, those number of requests at a time, so that it can serve the purpose what it meant to be, like it will be available to access with a number of concurrent requests to your system. So that is nothing but scalability. So how to make sure or how to handle more requests per minute for your application, or a per second, or a per hour. So it depends on the traffic and everything, all other external factors. So let's not get into that. It's just basically how your application will be able to handle the requests per defined timeline, maybe a minutes, hours, and everything. So it's a per minute. You can take it up like per minute you will be able to have hundreds of requests or thousands of requests. That's depends upon your scalability. Now, how do you scale your application? As you said that you have a small application like Amazon or a Flipkart or any shopping cart. Now there are two types of scaling. One is a vertical scaling and then is a horizontal scaling. Now, what is vertical scaling? See, vertical scaling is nothing but you have one system with you or a one hardware support with you where you hosted your application, like a one, you can see here. And once the more requests are start coming in, so what you do, you just increase the size of your hardware components like CPU, RAM, displays. Suppose if your RAM is 4 GB, based on the request increases, you increase the RAM to 12 GB, or increase RAM to 32 GB, or increase RAM to 128 GB, or many more. So it's a single system, an existing one system that will increase its capacity. So it's vertically grows. It's nothing but vertically grows. It increases capacity of a one system. So but what happens here? There are some limitations and challenges as well. So when you have only one system, to upgrade that system you need to make sure that the system is not down, but it's not possible in real time because you have to upgrade your system, so your application will come down, our system will be off when the time of upgrade, so that point of a time your application is not available continuously to the users. So there is a challenge there. How do you make sure that your application is available to the end user all the time? So there's a challenge or a limitation, you can say, but it's a cost effective. You can maintain it easily because it's a single system, and you can have as many as possible from your side to upgrade your existing system. But there is a limitation there as well. as you cannot go and add like 1000 GB or 200 GB of a RAM and everything. So that's become so practically impossible because you are not building a supercomputer over there. It's just a normal server or system what you have, and there is a limitation how much you can scale it or maybe build it of a single system. So as I said, it's become difficult to upgrade at some point of a stage when you have a larger volume of a request of a data to be processed, or when your site goes into more popular way into the market, so that lot of requests coming in, so it's become so difficult to upgrade your system. So at the initial stage it's well, and it's good because we know that there are incoming requests are very less, and we can maintain with the existing hardware what we have, whatever the disk space, RAM or CPU, whatever we have, that's well maintained, well equipped to handle those kind of requests as of now, and easy to maintain initial stage. So this is about the vertical scaling. Now let's move on to what is a horizontal scaling. So you see in the older slide, there is a one system and you try to increase that system capacity. Only one system, that capacity has increased like 4 GB to 8 GB, 8 GB to 12 GB, 12 GB to 32 GB, whatever the requirement is. But in the horizontal scaling, you see you have a multiple systems or a multiple servers with you with a minimal requirement, whatever it's maybe a 12 GB one, 12 GB, every system might be a 12 GB or a 8 GB, whatever the request you think of coming in for your application or a server. That depends on how the configuration you want to make. So basically these are the 5 different systems or nodes, and request will be load balanced based on your number of requests or a configured number of requests per second what you configured. So it's all can be handled through the load balancing, so we will not get into load balancing here more. We will have a separate video, next video, on the load balancing, how we can load balance, what are the different techniques available for the load balancing. We will take it up in the next video. So here you will have a more machines to your hardware pool or a hardware structure, and it can be addressed via load balancing. All the requests can be routed through a load balance to a different servers, and as we have a multiple nodes, if one of the node goes down, it doesn't make any difference to your application because all other 4 nodes are still available for the customers to process their requests. So at the availability is very high here, and there is no single point of failure. Even one is down, we can handle with others. If a 2 is down, even still you can handle with the other 3. So like this we can maintain a balance between the maintainability here, availability of a system, so that we can make sure that at least 99% that the system or application is available for consumers or users to use it based on that. So in general, what is the vertical scaling and the horizontal scaling is? Vertical scaling is just you have a one system and you are increasing that capacity of that system to handle the request, and the horizontal scaling is like you have a multiple systems, and multiple systems will be divided across the your request, so that it will handle those requests appropriately and efficiently. So it will have a more efficient way of handling the request.